He was young, he was kind, he was jovial, dedicated, selfless, full of life, loved family and friends. Like most of us, he had dreams. Dreams to finish school, dreams to get rich, dreams to fall in love someday and get married and have children. He had dreams to travel the world with his family. To him, life was just starting. University was over, graduate school was over as well, and he thought it was finally time to live his best life. But tragedy couldn't wait. On April 8th, what was supposed to be a routine eye checkup turned into a blood transfusion gone wrong. The result? Our brother lays lifeless. Dear brothers, sisters, friends, family, colleagues, well wishers, hospital staff, I welcome and thank all of you for gathering here today to honor and bid farewell to our brother, Mr. Constantine Abo, here at the Bamenda Regional Hospital Mortuary Viewing Hall. Constantine was a brother to us. He attended weddings, he attended funerals, he attended all child dedications, graduations at our family. He was our newfound brother. Asobo Carlson here is my brother. He was Constantine's best friend, and because he's so overwhelmed and shocked, he couldn't speak, so he asked me to speak on his behalf. Constantine became a brother we found. My parents called him son. He always calls to check on us. On April 8th, when he left Bamenda for Bafusam, he called his friend Asobo to tell him he was on his way and he'll be right back. While there, he called again, checked in to say he has been asked to do blood work and now he needs a blood transfusion. Of course, his friend thought when he comes back, he's going to ask him about the details of it. Well, he's never going to get the closure. Why? Because somebody didn't do their job right. Either a nurse, a doctor, a lab technician, somebody didn't pay the utmost attention to their job. And it has cost our brothers his life. Medical negligence causes loss of life. It ruins families and dreams, and it causes agonizing pain to the patients and their families. According to the American Medical Association, over 225,000 people die yearly due to medical negligence and medical errors. That has put it to be the third leading cause of death in the USA. When Constantine left Bamenda on the 8th, that fateful day, taking an eternal journey of no return, he had hopes, he had plans. He thought it was just an eye check. He even brought his mother along, who doesn't like company, on the journey. He had many plans, but those plans will never come to pass. Why? Because somebody didn't do the right job. Unfortunately, a wrong blood transfusion cost him his life. So he died in the process of receiving that blood transfusion. Because somebody didn't check well. A nurse, a doctor, somebody didn't do that extra work that they needed to do to make sure everything is right. All too often, this occurs around the world, which is why we have over 225,000 people dying yearly from medical negligence. I'm sure most of us are familiar with the case of Michael Jackson and his doctor, Dr. Monray, who administered medications that are supposed to be administered only in hospital settings under strict medical supervision. Worst of it is that he was texting his girlfriend while his patient was having a cardiac arrest, which cost him his life. According to the New York Times articles in November 2011, it says that Dr. Monroe was found guilty for acting with reckless criminal negligence, directly causing his client's death. Such is the fate of our brother today, Constantine. He lost his life. We lost our dear brother because of medical neglect. Somebody neglected the details and we lost our loved brother. Besides the loss of lives, medical negligence also ruins dreams and it ruins families. Constantine was very kind. He was selfless. He was very generous. He took care of everyone. Being the only working child of the family, he was financially responsible for his younger siblings, sponsoring them happily through school. But now, here he is. His family, his brothers may have to drop out of school because their source of help is gone. Somebody killed their brother. Their mom today didn't just lose her son, she also lost her source of financial help. This is what medical neglect does to families. He had dreams of going higher and higher in school. He had a dream of having a PhD, but he is never going to have that dream because those dreams have been shattered. Another evil of medical neglect is the pain it causes to the family. We are here today, so in pain, our hearts bleeding, completely broken, because our brother is no more. What could we do? What happened? Somebody didn't pay almost attention. There was a neglect somewhere. Now, what can you do about it? We stand here today with deep pain and sorrow in our hearts, with tears to bid farewell to our brother. We stand today with a pain too great for words. We stand with a vacuum that cannot be filled in our hearts. Our hearts are completely broken and our hopes have been smashed. This is a terrible loss for us. This is what neglecting that last step. This is what ignoring that little urge in your heart to cross check the result. This is what happens when medical neglect happens. I would like to thank you all for being here today at the Bamenda Regional Hospital Mortuary's viewing hall to pay our brother his last respect and bid him farewell. May his soul rest in the bosom of our Lord Jesus Christ. And to all the medical staff here and any medical personnel in this group here today and prospective ones, I would like to tell you today that please always take that extra step. Always ask that extra question. Always cross-check that extra thing. Always follow that extra notch in your heart. Do it for your patients. Do it like their life depends on it, because it does. My brother, farewell on your eternal journey. Adios, Constantine.